Okay. Ayan. So, next topic is about volleyball. Okay? So, ayan. Okay, are you ready to venture into the world of sports? Eme. Charing, activity time. So, hindi ko na din papagawa yung activity. Fix me, I'm jumbled. It's just that jumbled letters again. And you need to answer or give it the correct, or to give the correct answer based on the definition given. Okay? So, wag na to, para mabilis tayo. Diretso na tayo sa history ng volleyball. So, volleyball is the second most popular sports in the Philippines. The first is basketball, obviously. Okay, but now volleyball is slowly growing here in the Philippines. When I was in college, volleyball is not that compared now. Volleyball is not that popular. Basketball rin talaga. Basketball lang. Actually, mas popular pang football nung bata ako compared sa volleyball. But because of some personalities in UAAP, particularly Ateneo players, but don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Ateneo. Liza Valdez, but volleyball became very popular here in the Philippines. Okay? And as you notice, dito sa school, ang dami naglalaro ng volleyball. Okay? Particularly mga lower years. So learning objectives at the end of the lesson, the learners will be able to discuss briefly the history of volleyball, enumerate the different equipment in volleyball, and apply the different terminologies in volleyball. Okay, so who is this man? This is the father of volleyball. If basketball, we have James Naismith as the father of basketball. In volleyball, we have William G. Morgan. In 1885, William G. Morgan, an instructor at the Young Men's Christian Association or YMCA in Holyoke, Massachusetts, he created volleyball. What is the driving force of William Morgan why he created volleyball? Okay, um, he decided to blend the element of the sports, basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball. As I mentioned a while back, what his driving force why he created volleyball. He is an instructor in YMCA, and majority of his students here, I mean, all of his students here are men. Okay, lahat sila lalaki. But there are also men that preferred not so physical because football, baseball, football, baseball, basketball are very physical sports. Kaya ang sabi ko, kahit siguro straight ako, hindi ako maglalaro ng basketball and football. Why? Because ayokong binabangga, ayoko yung sinasadyang tisudin ako, ganon. Okay, makikipag-away talaga ako sa court. Okay? Pero here, his reason why he created volleyball is because, okay, he created the game for his classes for businessmen, which would demand less physical contact than basketball. Okay? So, noon, volleyball is not termed as volleyball also. Like in badminton, hindi siya naman tinawag na agad-agad na badminton, but rather, ang tawag sa kanya puna, and in volleyball naman, ang tawag sa kanya is mintonet. He created the game of volleyball at the time, he termed it as mintonet. Morgan borrowed the net from tennis, kaya andun yung tennis kanina, he combined the four sports, tennis, and raised the net from 6 feet and 6 inches above the floor, just above the average man's head. Okay? So, average. Yung pag sinabi mong man's head is yung end nung net. Kumbaga, kung ito yung net, okay? Ito yung net, yung distance nitong baba hanggang sa floor, yun yung average men, 6 feet sa kanila. Okay? So, mataas na rin. Kasi ngayon, it's measures 7 feet. Okay? So, during the demonstration game, okay, someone remarked to Morgan that players seems to be volleying the ball from back and forth. So from that scenario or from that movement of the ball, maybe mas accurate or mas tama na pangalanan yung bola, yung sports na volleyball. Okay, then in July 7, 1896, okay, the Springfield College, okay, okay, the first game of volleyball was played sa Springfield College. Hindi sa YMCA, but Springfield College siya nung July 7, 1896. Okay, so that is a very short history of volleyball. The father of volleyball is William Morgan. He is an instructor in YMCA. The elements or the sports combined to create volleyball was or were rather basketball, baseball, tennis, and handball. Okay, then the first name of volleyball is Mintonet. He borrowed a tennis net, and raised the net from 6 feet to 6 inches. Okay, then they observed that instead of mintonet, since the players volley the ball back and forth, it is more appropriate or descriptive to name the sports into volleyball. And in July 7, 1896, in Springfield College, this is where the first volleyball competition was held. Okay, equipments in volleyball. So number one, we have the ball. Okay, volleyball ball is made of leather or synthetic leather. Okay, hindi na ganun ka yung production ng leather. Usually yung mga synthetic leather nila ang ginagamit. Yung mga dito sa school, synthetic leather yung mga yon. Weights between 9 to 10 ounces and has a circumference of 25.6 to 26.4 inches. Okay? So, kayang-kaya mo siyang iganon, no? Pag ginawakan mo siya, kayang-kaya mo siyang iganon kasi maliit lang siya and magaan compared to um, volleyball. Kasi, compared to basketball. Kasi imagine mo naman kung yung bigat ng volleyball ball is kasing bigat din ng basketball. Kawawa naman yung setter. Bali na yung daliri niya kung sakali. Okay, the ball has a rubber bladder. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Inside this coat na puti, there is a rubber bladder sa loob. Yun yung hinahanginan natin. Okay, then yung bladder was covered by synthetic or leather cover. Okay, why it should be synthetic leather or leather? Because it serves a cushion for the players. Kasi kung rubber lang talaga siya, yung bladder lang talaga siya, masakit sa kamay yun eh. Okay, kaya better na gumamit kaya kinovera nila ng leather or synthetic leather. Okay, the ball has a rubber bladder and can be one color like this or combination of colors like we have in the school, blue and yellow. In other country, green, red, white. Okay, ganito siya, molten. Yung sa atin kasi is Mikasa, kaya blue and yellow. Pero, yan ang Mikasa, ito naman yung molten. Okay. Next one is we have the net. Okay, 32 feet long by 3 feet wide. Okay, 33 feet long, 33 feet long, then 3 feet wide. Okay, so women's measures 7 feet and 4.18 inches. For men, 7 feet, 11.58 inches. Playing surface. Okay, U.S. regulation, volleyball playing surface must be flat, not present any hazard to players in middle or on the sides of the court. Okay, so in volleyball class, it is very important to always understand that the surface of the court should be flat. Actually, dapat Taraflex yun eh, yung rubberized na court. In order, yung rubberized na court, in order not to harm the players. Okay? Actually, if I will decide to, or if I will assess the court here in the covered court, it is good na covered na kasi yung courts natin. Kasi noon, nung mga siguro, yung mga bagong Lewisians, kung makikita nyo yung dating court dyan, very open talaga yan. So kapag mainit, mainit din talaga. Pero ngayon, dahil may shade na siya, it is really a very, and it's more or better playing na kasi hindi na siya ganun kainit. It's just that it also compromises the size of the court. Also, yung court natin dito sa school is standard naman siya. It's just that in volleyball court kasi class, we are not only talking about the court itself. After the court is also considered a court of volleyball. So at least 3 meters yung wide sana ng free space for the players to run to save the ball. Pero since ito, nagkaroon siya ng bubong, may mga postes sa side, it's not really good. I mean, pwede kang madisgrasya. Kung ikaw yung player na hindi tumitingin, pwede kang mabangga. Okay? Pero that is really the standard sana. Dapat maluwang pa yung free spaces for the players to run and save the ball. Okay? So we have the playing court. Lines of the court must be 2 inches wide, yung kapal ng linya, and must be created with light colors that is easy to discern from the playing court. Okay? Kasi mabilis din yung bola. Okay? So that they can identify whether if the ball is in or out. Okay? So kung dark yung Taraflex, dapat yung kulay na ginamit, it's either white or light colors. Okay? Ito yung sinasabi ko. In volleyball, it's not enough to measure this one. You need to measure this also. Yung after ng court. Because this is also part of the court. Okay, 3 meters, 0.8 dito sa end line. Sa sideline is 3 to 5, 3 meters to 8 meters dito sa end line. And this is 3 meters to 5 meters dito sa sideline. Okay, from the center line to the attack line, there should be 3 meters. Okay, then from attack line to the end line here, it measures 9 meters. Okay, all in all, 9 plus 9, we have 18 meters. Okay, and ang wide nito sa end line is 9 meters. Okay, so that is the measurement of the volleyball court. An attack line should be placed 3 meters from the center line. The center line divides the court into 2 9 by 9 meters court. Ayan siya. 9 meters, 9 meters. 9 meters, 9 meters. Dalawang tag 9 meters. But in total, if we try to measure the one side, 9 plus 3, so we have 12 meters. Okay? Pero, ito yung, nga pala, this is the attack line. The only players allowed to attack here are the front row players. Once you are a back row players, you are not allowed to attack after the line. Okay? Dapat before the line ka umatake. Once na naapakan mo yung linya dito at back row player ka, it's considered illegal attack. Okay? So, if you're a back row player, you're not allowed to attack here. Only here. Okay? Next, we have the knee pads. Ito very important to, especially if the court is not really good. Okay? Kasi volleyball players need to dig, need to dive. Okay? In order for them not to have gas-gas or sugat, kailangan nila ng lipat. Should be sturdy enough to protect your knee from fall, slide, and dive. Okay, flexible enough to allow you to bend comfortably. Volleyball knee pad must be made of fabric that breathe and manage moisture. Okay? But here in our school, hindi natin siya masyadong ginagamit. I mean, hindi siya standard. Not like the UAAP players, if you try to notice, like LaSalle, Ateneo, and you, players are not allowed to play, or not really not allowed, pero players are obliged na lang, obliged to play with this support and protective gear for them not to experience nga sugat, ganun. Kasi kahit yung Taraflex, yung sinasabi kong rubberized court, once there is a friction from your skin to the Taraflex, pwede ka rin masugat. nakakasugat yun. Kasi mainit yung friction, yung pagkiskis ng balat mo doon sa rubber. It can cause, yun nga, pwede kang magasgasan pag nag-dive ka doon. So, kailangan mo talaga ng knee pads. Okay? Yung iba nga, meron pa silang ganito dito. Pati dito, meron sila. Next is the shoes. Okay. Arc and ankle support is key when choosing volleyball shoes. Why? Because in volleyball, jumping is very important. So, kailangan may ankle support ka. Ang kadalasang, wag naman sana. Pero ang kadalasang injury kasi ng mga volleyball player is ACL, which is minsan tumatagal siya ng taon. Yung pinaka-short is 6 months. But after the surgery of ACL kasi, it doesn't give you any assurance to perform how you perform before the injury. So, kailangan talaga may ankle support. Okay? It must be lightweight, allowing you to be faster on your feet. Okay? As well as breathing good shock absorption on your toes. Volleyball shoes also provide for better lateral movement than typical running or cross-training shoes. In each sports, there are different type of shoes. Hindi mo pwedeng gamitin yung shoes ng badminton sa volleyball. Kasi yung badminton shoes, mga badminton shoes namin, wala siyang ankle support. Okay? Kasi mas madidisgrasya ka naman kapag naka-ankle support ka. But not like in volleyball, basketball, may ankle support sila. Okay? Next is jersey. Okay. Breathability. The jersey should be made of breathable materials that wick away sweat to keep playing cool and comfortable during intense play. Durability. The jersey should be durable enough to withstand the rigors of volleyball play, including diving, sliding without easily tearing or wearing out. So in volleyball, as you notice, or in sports, the fabric that we use usually are breathable or yung tinatawag naming dry fit. Kasi kahit pagpawisan ka, okay lang, medyo comfortable siya, hindi siya mabigat, not like cotton, na kapag pinagpawisan ka, medyo mabigat siya. I mean, mabigat talaga siya. So, the materials, ang gusto ko sana ng uniform is yung windbreaker eh. Para talagang parang wala kang suot, parang presko lang siya kapag naglalaro ka. Actually, I don't know the name of the tela, pero aside from the dry fit, I really love the sports, I mean the jersey made out of fabric na may butas-butas. Mas prefer ko yun kasi nga mas nakakahinga yung skin ko doon. Doon sa, yung ganito kasi, yung dry fit kasi, minsan kumakapit sa skin and for me, it's very irritating comparing to that kind of jersey, yung may butas-butas. Like, mas nakakahinga yung balat ko doon. Okay? Terminologies in volleyball. Number 1, we have ace. Okay? Pag sinabi nating ace, when the ball is served to other team and no one touches it. Or they touches it but misreceive, making the ball bounce out of bounds. Okay? And last touch nila, that is what we call service ace. Nag-service ka, malakas. Kasi ang service class, it can be offensive. Okay, pwede kang pumuntos sa service eh. So, you can hit the shuttlecock, the ball, very powerful in service line. Then, if your opponent doesn't receive the ball, anyone from them 6 players walang naka-receive, hindi nila natamaan, or kung natamaan man nila, nag-bounce, tag out of bounds, then that is considered ace. Okay, number 2, dig. When a player makes a save from a very difficult spike, that is what we call dig. Kasi yung itsura na ng players is halos nakahiga na dun sa court. Okay, yung nag-dive na siya, that is what we call dig. And 3, kill or spike. When a team spike the ball and either ends in a point or side out. Okay, so the most entertaining shot in volleyball is spike. Once a player can spike powerfully, okay, very entertaining yan, very intimidating. Okay? So, this is the most in volleyball siguro. The most reliable type of shot in order to get a point. Kasi mahirap siyang i-receive. Okay? Side out. Pag sinabi natin a side out, out of bounds. Okay? Outside. Yung bola hindi pumasok sa linya, so it means pag umatake ka, yung bola mo, yung palo mo is outside, no touch from your opponent team, then it means it's your opponent scores. Or vice versa, nag-atake yung kalaban at yung bola nag-out of bounds sa court ninyo, it's your point. Okay? Block. Okay, a defensive move where a player jump and extend their arms to stop the ball from causing the net. Okay, kasi aside from the net, you can also block your opponent's ball hit. So, it is an defensive. Why? Because you are defending the ball entering your court. Okay? So, a good blocker really knows how to time well. Kasi timing lang naman talaga sa volleyball. Yes, it is. Height is really important in volleyball because it gives you lesser effort to jump compared to maliliit na players that they give their 100% effort or energy just to jump high and to block a ball. So, but there are small players in the history that really good blockers because of timing. Timing is very important in blocking. It is not enough na tumalon ka na, tinaas mo yung kamay mo. No. You need, your arms should be firm, should be powerful in order um, to block a ball. Lalo na kapag malakas yung attacker mo, pakulit yung kamay, kailangan talaga ng malakas na arm. Okay, serve. Okay, the act of starting a point by killing the ball over the net. So, not killing, sending the ball over the net. That is serve. Sa service class, it is required to receive a serve. Kapag ang ginawa mo is nag-service yung kalaban, blinak mo, that is violation. So, service is the start of the game. Once the referee, first umpire, first referee, whistled, then sign this one, then you need to serve the ball. Okay, set. Okay, a pass that is used to set up an attack. That yan na, THA, sorry. Okay, setting is one of the most crucial in volleyball. Why? If the setter is good, like he can deceive his ball, na akala mo dadalhin niya sa middle pero bigla niyang dinala sa open or vice versa. Akala mo dadalhin niya sa open, bigla niya nilagay sa opposite. Okay? Then, kasi ang setting kasi, it's how you orchestrate the play. Okay? And if you're a good setter, then your opponent really find it very difficult on how to guess who will going to hit the ball. Okay? Rotation. The clockwise movement of players around the court. Ito yung din-execute natin last time na hindi po pwedeng isang server lang. Everyone sa loob ng court should serve by rotating it. Okay? You only rotate when you are the serving team. Okay? So, for example, nag-service kayo, nag-error kayo, then umikot ka, it's considered violation. The only time that you will going to rotate is when the ball or when your team will be serving again. Okay? So, that is rotation. Clockwise na ang movement nun. Bawal kang mag-counterclockwise. Bawal umulit. Pabalik rather. Spike. Tapos na ito kanina. Kill. A powerful attack that is hit down into opposing court. Okay? So, yun lang naman yung terms for volleyball. And for the next topic of volleyball is we have the basic skills. Okay, mabilis na lang yun.